日本時間9月1日、ドジャースの大谷翔平は敵地ダイヤモンドバックス戦に1番指名打者で先発出場。大ブーイングで迎えられた初回に2試合連続となる44号先頭打者弾を放つなど、5打数1安打2打点。2試合連発の44号ソロは今季5本目、通算11本目の先頭打者本塁打に、一塁側のドジャースファンからは地鳴りのような歓声と MVP コールが巻き起こっていました。シーズン44発は1956年デューク・スナイダー、2000年ゲイリー・シェフィールドを抜いて球団歴代4位。また、自身初の本塁打王に輝いたエンゼルス時代の2023年に並んでいます。また、この日はドジャースの MVP トリオが大活躍。大谷が2試合連発の44号先頭打者弾を放つと、球場内のざわめきが収まらないうちに、お次はベッツが左中間へ14号ソロ。そしてさらに、右手中指を亀裂骨折しているフリーマンも右中間19号ソロで続き、試合開始早々、球場内のファンの盛り上がりは最高潮になっていました。チームは2試合連続で壮絶な試合を制して、ダイヤモンドバックスと6ゲーム差になり、地区優勝のマジックは21に減っています。また、この日試合を中継していた地元放送局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスでは、実況を務めるジョー・デイビス氏が、大谷が打った瞬間、
高く舞った打球、中堅方向にまっすぐ、空を削り取った。マーベラス。毎晩が特別な楽しみ。毎晩、歴史です。ショウヘイ・大谷の偉大さよ。
と興奮を抑えきれない様子でしたので、その模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
Stole his 43rd base and then hit his 43rd home run. Pursuing 50-50, he's also pursuing the Dodgers single season home run record owned by Sean Green. He's within 6 of matching that. Single season list in his first season in LA.
You knew at the beginning of the year we were getting a great player, but then he started to surprise us with these piles of numbers that he's racking up. And now nothing is a surprise.
Instead of hitting and pitching like Babe Ruth, he's hitting and running like nobody. Leading this game off and fouling it off. He's number 2 in the majors in home runs behind Judge. He's number 2 in the majors in stolen bases behind Elly De La Cruz. The last time somebody finished top 2 in the majors in homers and stolen bases was 115 years ago when Ty Cobb did it, stealing 76. Hitting 9. Different time.
It is a different time, but he is a studied hitter and he is a studied base runner. I mean, I've been around fans and you talk to them here in Arizona at the hotel and different places, and they all talk about, well, how blessed is he to have all this talent? Well, he works at it.
On the 8th pitch, sends a towering fly ball to straightaway center field. Did he get enough? He sure did! It scraped the sky! When it came down, it was his 44th! Marvelous. A nightly treat. Nightly history. The greatness of Shohei Ohtani.
Yesterday, he hit one to the opposite field, and he knew he got it. He carried his bat about halfway. He was trotting and watching it. He hits this one to center field and knows he's got it.
And now it's Betts, backspinning a fly ball, left center field. They've gone back to open the ball game.
Diamondback fans around town are saying, I hope we win, but I sure wouldn't mind if Ohtani goes deep. That's fun to watch. Well, now Mookie follows it up. This is fantastic. 2 superstars back-to-back and another one in the box.
And now Freddie Freeman driving one to right center field. Get out of town! Unreal! 3 consecutive home runs to start the game. 3 straight home runs on 3 consecutive pitches. And all of them glorious long drives.
3 in a row. He got one last night. He gets one here again tonight, and he knew it. All 3 of them knew it. Ohtani's was the hardest one to know. Mookie knew he got it right away, and Freddie put an exclamation point on it.
Wow, what an inning it was. This is one they'll talk about for years. 3 consecutive pitches, 3 consecutive stars, 3 consecutive home runs.
Nobody has ever done that before.
He may never do it again.
Correct.
It's amazing.
He's headed for 50-50. Merrill trying to run him in there with the cutters. Not going to give him anything out over the plate. Remember, Ohtani ambushed Zach Gallen with a double into the right field corner in his first at bat last night. Ohtani has hit home runs now in 6 of his last 12 games. They have the 3 MVPs up top. Mookie Betts on deck, then it's Freddie Freeman. Towering fly ball to center for Jake. To the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Boy, he is a show. That's 44 for Ohtani, and the Dodgers strike first.
I'm sure there's some fans out there asking themselves, why even pitch to him? Well, as you mentioned a moment ago, if you don't pitch to this MVP, you got to face 2 more behind him. It's a little different than when Barry Bonds was doing his thing for the San Francisco Giants. He didn't really have protection in that lineup, so it was easy to put him on base. Not the case with Ohtani.
Now you get Mookie Betts. Dave Roberts says he's never seen anything like the way the ball comes off Ohtani's bat, and he played with Barry Bonds. He insists the ball didn't come off on Barry like it does on Shohei's bat. And Mookie Betts sends one out of here. 14th for Betts.
That's the 9th career base hit against Merrill Kelly for Mookie Betts. 4 of them have left the ballpark.
Well, it's a 3-headed monster up top. First 2 of Homer, now you get Freeman. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Right. That's not what you want.
Yeah, I mentioned Merrill's location has been somewhat lacking since coming off the injured list. We're just hoping he finds it here today.
Freddie Freeman, unbelievable. 3 swings, 3 Dodger homers to start the game. Well, they say solo homers don't beat you. There's that. Still looking for his first out.
How many solo homers you hit?
You can hit a bunch of them. Only the 3rd time in Diamondback history. They have allowed 3 homers in the first inning. Last time it happened a couple of years ago against the Royals. Here's Teoscar Hernandez in the cleanup spot.
Against the Diamondbacks, and it's back-to-back really wild games that we've seen at Chase Field. A historic start for the Dodgers in this game because they started the game with home runs by Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and then Freddie Freeman. Arizona answers with 4 in the first, and it was seesawing back and forth. 6-6 game. Ben Kasparius, Major League debut, works a 1-2-3 and he gets a Major League win in his debut, and then Tommy Edman has his first Dodger moment.
A lot going on there, John.
I could have kept going. There's a lot to unpack
from this game. There really is. You know, when you look at they jump out ahead early on, that was great to see. And then Gavin Stone just maybe struggled in that first inning. But I'll tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to Gavin Stone because he settled down after that first inning and only allowed 1 run after that for 4 more innings, which is really surprising. He came out after that with only 84 pitches. So that's kind of a head scratcher when you know that you don't have many people in your bullpen. Nonetheless, he did a tremendous job. Honeywell did the job. Kasparius did the job as well. And the Dodger offense up and down the line, I love every spot in the lineup, ended up getting a base hit.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just an incredible job again from the offense, but it all started with the back-to-back way to start the game there with Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. What a way to get the game going right there, putting pressure on the D-backs and Merrill Kelly, and they never looked back. They continued to put pressure on offense. Gavin Stone did give up a few runs in the first inning, but then he settled in nicely, and the bullpen did a great job. It was an incredible game, way to tie the series at least with this W, and looking for a series win tomorrow.
Top of the first. Adrian, it's Shohei, and he knew it right off the bat, too.
He sure did. He got a hanging slider right there. He's able to get extended, get the barrel to the ball. And you know at Chase Field there, even though there's a humidor, that ball's still going to go because Shohei hit it. That was a full extension, got all of it, and that's a tough part of the ballpark to go.
She's like, how far is that going? That's number 44.
Just knows
for Shohei.
You knew it.
Top tier stat line brought to you by Arco. Nomar, for the first time in Dodgers history, they open a game with 3 consecutive homers.
First time, we kept talking about before the game. We were talking about Shohei Ohtani for the first time. First time. We're going to be saying that a lot. But this time, it was collective. The top three hitters, the big three. We were talking about, too. They have a big five now with Teoscar and the way Will Smith's starting to swing the bat, which we love to see. But the big three come through.
Mark, this team is not one to get discouraged easily. I was in the clubhouse earlier today, and they were very upbeat. But losing these two, and after fighting back to claw back into the game, how tough is it?
Well, it stinks.
Yeah.
It stinks, honestly. You feel like you're doing a lot of things right, but unfortunately, the other team is just doing a few more things right than you are, and it leads to two very close losses against a team that's now 6 games ahead of you.
I should mention, by the way, over 50,000 people in the building here today.
It was amazing how loud it was in here today.
The second largest regular season crowd ever for this building, and you know what? Why? Because you knew it would be entertaining. These two teams go at it, and the Diamondbacks know how difficult it is to take down the Dodgers. But let's start with that top of the first inning, because
do we have to?
We do.
All right.
This is going to be tough to watch, D-backs fans, but let's take a look here as Merrill Kelly faces Ohtani, and this was unlike anything I've seen.
That was a breaking ball right in the middle of the zone. That's going to be a pattern for a lot of these balls you're going to see off Merrill Kelly. A breaking ball in the middle of the zone. There is a cutter right in the middle of the zone, and Mookie Betts hits that one in the left field seats. Then a fastball right down the middle, and Freddie Freeman puts it into orbit. So 3 batters, 3 home runs for Merrill Kelly, and not because of his stuff, but right now because of his location.
Yeah, and only 4 pitches. But Corbin Carroll is going to...
I just think that not only the first inning, but just the game in general, I think just can be summed up by just missed locations. If you look at pretty much every pitch I got beat on tonight, it was a missed location. The at-bat to Shohei first wasn't a bad at-bat, made some decent pitches, and then, hung the curveball in the middle. Mookie's slider right down the middle, Freddie fastball right down the middle. I just think since I've come back, I would say that's probably the biggest hindrance so far. As far as the ball coming out of my hand tonight, it actually probably felt the best that it has since I've been back. I know the velo was a little bit up from how it's been. I'm just having trouble, especially glove side, with the breaking stuff. Just having trouble getting it over there right now. And I think that first inning is just kind of exemplifies kind of what the struggles have been so far.
Is that just kind of the rust with the layoff?
If I had a good answer to that, I'd probably be locating better, but I'm going to assume so. Obviously being off for as long as I was, I feel like location is probably one of the things that, at least for me personally, is probably going to come last, just because of, for me, the feel is a big thing, and if I don't have that, it's going to be a tough sledding for me. And obviously going up against a team like that who's locked in right now, they've been playing really well all year, and to go through that top 3 with not your best stuff is going to be a tough day for anybody. So, we continue to pound the pavement and continue to try to iron out some things. As bad as the result was today, as far as me personally, I'm going to take that and kind of build on it just with how I felt. Obviously got to be better.
また、試合後にデーブ・ロバーツ監督は大谷、ベッツ、フリーマンの MVP トリオ3連発について、
我々にはいい選手たちがいるし、いいパフォーマンスをしないといけない。彼らはいい給料をもらっているんだから、スターであることに理由がある。我々を引っ張るのは彼ら次第。それを今やっているということだよ。
と笑顔を見せていました。また、この日大谷は、試合開始約1時間半前、右肘の手術後、3度目のブルペンに入り、昨年9月の右肘手術以来初めて捕手を座らせて投球練習を行いました。大谷がブルペン入りしたのは8月24日、28日に続き、今季3度目。これまでは立った状態の捕手に対して投げていましたが、この日は座った捕手にスプリットなども交えて10球を投げ、最速は92マイル、約148キロを計測していました。来季の二刀流復活へ向けて着々と調整が進んでいる大谷。投手復帰の日が今から楽しみでなりませんね。これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。